Well, speaking of that DNA, there's so many different elements to creating these cultural immersion and customized experiences, this immersiveness. How are you creating your culturally immersive experiences? We talked about it before, and your view and approach is really complex and meticulous. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, every place has a genius loci. That's how I call it, or we call it, is with a very spirit of a place. And it's really important to really embrace it and make sure that we have a respectful, responsible way to embrace it and to make part of the guest experience. And the guest needs to know that they are in that specific place, in that specific moment, that specific season. So that it's really that is really important. And for us also is about, we didn't mention anything about sustainability. Sustainability is clearly another foremost current cultural shift, and it's not about if we will run out of natural resources, it's just a matter of when. So we need to be responsible and make sure that we don't just create something that is sustainable, because clearly that is not enough anymore. But it's something that we create something that is creates a positive impact towards the planet.
And it's also like local customs, right? And like, I would imagine also the tribes and the cultural heritage behind the location. So it's not just like the physical location and ethically sourced material to sort of build the actual physical resort from in some, natural environment. It's also like bringing the experiential part of the culture to the forefront. So you're almost like mixing and combining all of these different elements of culture to have like a fully immersive experience, which I find to be quite unique. I'm not sure that a lot of companies are fully like invested in this direction, because there are quite like since this is still like a relatively new area in the market, meaningful experiences or like culturally immersive experiences. I find that as I was doing my research, there are some people who are using these terms, but they don't necessarily really know what's behind them and what these things mean. So they would say, oh, we do authentic experiences, and then we do culturally immersive experiences. But then they're maybe just like really on the surface of what the location offers. They're not like fully really diving deep into what's the heritage all about, what's the connection to the place, what's the genius loci, what's the customs, and what the people can actually do there in the location to bring that sort of essence of that place to life. And you're sort of combining all of these elements, which I find to be absolutely brilliant.
I think it's I think it's you said right. It's not just also. I mean, it's not just marketing. Just say, okay, tick the box. I'm sustainable, and we had for years this greenwash, and just to be eco, you say that you change towels or you don't change towels and you are sustainable. Or it has to be a really meaningful way, and has to be, and it's really important to show, to provide the reports, to monitor, and the social impact, the eco impact, environmental impact, and it's really important to be meaningful, and in a real way, not just in a greenwash way. And the same, say, I think we don't even need to advertise that we are authentic or we are sustainable. It's more the word of mouth, and that will show, and the guests will appreciate that.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.